how to record your computer screen using OBS Studio, a free and open source software for video recording and live streaming, which you can find at obsproject.com. Now, what you want to do when you're on the home page is select your operating system. I'm going to select Windows. Now you'll see in the top right corner that a download just began, and this is OBS Studio. So I'm going to click on it and it should open up the program to install it. So now just follow the prompts on the screen to download OBS on your computer. So when you first open OBS, you're going to be met by a black screen and you'll have one scene. I have multiple though. So the scene is just the home upon which all of your sources will be. Your sources could include your display capture as well as other things. Why don't we go down to the plus sign under sources, and then it's going to give us all these different options. So if you want to record your computer screen, you want to go up to display capture, and then you can name it anything you'd like. I'm just going to name it display, and we're going to press OK. Now you can see we are actually recording our computer screen, and you can change the capture method if you'd like. However, for most people, I recommend automatic. And you can see it's selected my display already, 1920 by 1080. So I'm going to go to OK, and now we're recording the computer screen, and you'll notice these red lines around the screen. Now this allows you to transform it if you'd like, making it bigger or smaller. I'm just going to press Ctrl-Z to return it to normal, and then I'm going to lock the display so if I accidentally click on it, it's not going to move. Now you'll likely want a webcam as well. If you do, all you need to do is go back down to the plus sign under sources, and you want to select video capture, and you can name it anything you'd like. We're just going to name it webcam to keep things simple here, and then we're going to press OK. Now, if you have a webcam connected to your computer, you should see it from this drop-down menu here under Devices. For example, I have one right here, and if I wanted to use that, I'd select it, and a preview window would appear up here, and then I'd just press OK, and that would add it to our screen. And similar to the display, you can adjust the size if you'd like for your webcam, but since I don't have one connected, nothing is appearing. So once you're happy with the way things look, the next thing we're going to be doing is adding your microphone. So as you can see, my microphone's already working, but if you see nothing appearing, that's okay. What we're going to do is go to the three dots beside mic, and from here, we're going to select properties. Now, under device, it'll be on default for you. You want to find your microphone. So mine's a Shure MV7, so I'd select this, but select your microphone from that drop-down list. Press OK, and it should appear in here, and you should see the volume bar moving. Now, just ensure that if your microphone's too loud, if you're constantly in the red, you can use this volume slider to reduce it. Now that our mic, display, and webcam are being captured, we're going to go to Tools at the top and select Auto Configuration Wizard. From here, we're going to select Optimize just for recording. I won't be streaming. Then we'll press Next. Then it's going to ask for your base canvas resolution. This is just the size of your display. Since mine's 1920 by 1080, I'm going to select that. Make sure to select the one that's for your display. Then for FPS, if you plan on recording video games or fast moving stuff, I recommend going with 60, and for everything else, you can go with 30. I'm just going to select Use Current 60, but select the one that you want. Then we're going to go to Next. Then OBS is going to give you the best recording settings for your setup, and all you need to do is select Apply Settings. So now we're going to go to Settings in the bottom right corner, and once you're on this page, the two key areas I recommend you look at are Output and Video. So this just gives you a rundown as to what your display size is, as well as your FPS. And under Output is where a lot of the information is with regards to your recordings. For example, under Recording Path, this shows us where our video files are going to go once we're finished recording. So if you select Browse, you can select anywhere where you want these recordings to end up. So for me, I already have a videos folder on my desktop to which these videos go. So just select wherever you'd like these video files to end up once you're finished recording. And if there's any other settings you want to change in here, feel free to do so. I'm going to press OK, and you're now ready to record your screen. So all you need to do is press Start Recording, and then you'll know you're recording because there's this red circle down here indicating you're live, and it also tells you how long you've been recording for, as well as CPU usage and your FPS. So hopefully this video was helpful. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.